The Oppo Find X series is known for its design and camera capabilities, and the new Find X8 is no different. But this year's X8 series aims to tempt buyers with its AI capabilities. So the new Find X8 series comprises the top-tier Find X8 Pro and the Find X8, which I have with me here today. So it's going to set you back by 69,999 rupees for the 12GB RAM and the 256GB storage. While of course, if you want the 16GB RAM and the 512GB storage, you'll have to shell out 79,999 rupees. So I must tell you that the Find X8 Pro is Oppo's most expensive phone in India, coming in at 99,999 rupees. However, the more affordable Find X8 also offers a ton of features, and this is how it has fared in our review. So the Find X8 may look a little bit like an iPhone, but I'm not complaining. The boxy frame gives it a very premium look. I have to also say that I've used the Find X8 Pro for a bit, but this one is a lot more compact and easier to hold. The glass panel on the rear is smooth and has a non-glossy texture, and the aluminium frame feels robust. I could get a good grip and I wasn't afraid of accidental slipping. The phone comes in space black and star grey, and I have the latter in my hand. There's a soft matte texture on the sides which makes handling comfortable. The device is quite compact and the weight is well distributed. The circular camera module doesn't protrude much and makes this phone look somewhat like the OnePlus 12. The device offers robust protection with dual IP ratings, IP68 and IP69, meaning it is resistant to dust and water. And now let's talk about the layout of buttons. The power and volume buttons are positioned on the right side of the device, while there's a OnePlus style alert slider on the left. The bottom houses the dual SIM slot, primary microphone, USB Type-C port and loudspeaker grille. An IR emitter and secondary microphone are placed on the top. So the Oppo Find X8 is a premium phone and its display shows this. It has a 6.59-inch AMOLED screen with 120Hz refresh rate. It is bright and it's got great sunlight legibility. Display performance stood out for me in every way. The screen has up to 1600 nits peak brightness in direct sunlight and an impressive 4500 nits for HDR content. You can also choose from 3 color modes: Vivid, Natural and Pro. Now, Oppo has cut some corners though and has not used an LTPO panel on the Find X8, unlike the X8 Pro. But there is Corning Gorilla Glass 7i for protection. Now, while the phone of course looks really good, it's the cameras that stand out for me. There are 3 cameras housed in this module with a 4th symmetrical spot housing the microphone. There's Hasselblad branding, which is very reminiscent of OnePlus again. The primary camera's daylight photography is extremely impressive. There's great detail thanks to the Sony Licia sensor. But I do feel that the colors and tones weren't very natural. Photos were processed a bit too much, but still great for social media posts. There's advanced auto HDR to improve dynamic range. The ultra-wide camera is strictly average, but I particularly like the macro shots it can take. Low-light images were pretty good too, with enough detail. Now this is my favorite feature of the phone. The Oppo Find X8 has a hefty 5630 mAh silicon carbon battery, and it's more than enough to sustain me through a day of heavy usage. This phone can charge quite quickly. The 80-watt SuperWalk charger juices it up from 0 to 100% in less than an hour. It also supports 50-watt wireless charging, but that needs a proprietary charger which isn't currently available in India. Oppo has implemented smart charging options such as the ability to limit charging to 80% and rapid charging when battery is critically low. Unlike Apple and Samsung, Oppo continues to include the charger in the box. The Oppo Find X8 is the first phone in India with a powerful MediaTek Dimensity 9400 SoC. In fact, the more premium Find X8 Pro also features the same one. This chip is built on TSMC's 3nm process. Find X8 is remarkably smooth in everyday tasks, including social media browsing, video streaming, checking emails, having multiple tabs open and watching OTT content. Gaming was super smooth with no frame drops. Now, Oppo says this phone has an advanced cooling design. It features a high-performance vapor chamber and has a graphite layer design to optimize heat dissipation. It even handled graphics-heavy games nicely. The Oppo Find X8 runs ColorOS 15 based on Android 15. It will get 4 major Android updates and 6 years of security patches. The interface is somewhat minimalistic and easy to use. So as you can see, Oppo is making its presence felt in the premium segment. The Oppo Find X8 is a great entry-level flagship phone in every sense of the word. While its design and battery life definitely won me over, I'd have preferred a better ultra-wide camera at this price. It also competes with the aging Samsung Galaxy S24 series, and it costs lesser than the Google Pixel 9 and the iPhone 16. But of course, there are some upcoming options that you can look at as well, and I'm talking about the OnePlus 13 and the Vivo X200 Pro. So what do you think of the Oppo Find X8? Let us know in the comments below.